Well, good morning, guys. What is it? Our June 3rd crop report already. Man, the time is just flying. Out here on the field I had of beans last year that we call our failure field. What a difference a year makes. Anywhere, I'll spin the camera around, but anywhere that there's grass, that you can see big brown grass, was a pretty much zero yield last year, and this year it's doing fantastic. For the week we had okay weather for the week. We had some nice warm days. We actually got some rain. We had a couple little showers pass through. I think the total for the week, it's very, very scattered. So a couple miles north of here to, over an 8-mile window north and south is the difference between some 0 and 2 to 3 inches. So it really, really scattered. Really field by field moisture so far this spring. This field here, I'm gonna say, I'm just kind of go off an average of all the different rain gauges and say, okay, we got about 1 inch yesterday, and then a couple days ago we had another 1/2 inch. So this week we've gotten almost 2 inches because there's a little shower before that. So this week we had almost 2 inches, let's just say, and that is pretty awesome. I will take it. Now we look like we're gonna have some normal weather. We've been on a little bit of a roller coaster, hot, cold. It was 50 degrees yesterday. That 50 degrees in that cold soaking rain, that was a little bit of a shocker, but hey, we'll take it. It's good. It's making the crops grow. But yeah, here, I'll spin the camera around. All right, you can see the beans, big grass. Last year, this whole spot would have been a 0. That's where I tried row crop cultivating to see if I couldn't get something to grow, get some oxygen in the ground. That 30-year-old sod on last year's weather just was not a good combination. Live and learn. I don't know what I could have learned from that because I don't know what the other alternative was with last year's weather pattern. There wasn't an alternative to what we were doing, because on this ground here, had we tried to moldboard into it with the rains continuing, it would have just turned to a pure sloppy soup. But yeah, it is on fire. It is looking fantastic this year. This spot here, this is right on last year's videos, you'd see that there were 0 beans here last year. The foot of water is just up there. This spring, several weeks ago, I took a video where we had a foot of water. The city came out and they unplugged a culvert. He found a culvert under the road going that way. He unplugged that, and whoop, this water got out of here and we were able to plant it. And then he said later this spring, or this fall, he wanted to do it this spring, but this fall, after the crops are done, he'll come down here with the road grader and he'll remake the ditch here, clean this all up, and get it back into working condition. But yeah, but the beans anyhow are looking gorgeous. 100% happy with the stand on all 3 fields over here. And so what a difference a year makes. Let's go look at that new corn ground and see how that's coming along. Guys, I'm at the last minute 120-acre field, and I have to say, I was really scared to agree to this field at the rate our spring was starting out, because we were so dry in the first half of May during that big planting window that on the soybeans and corn, we were kind of going deep looking for moisture. So there's a lot of soybeans. We were down at 2.5 inches on some of these fields trying to find moisture. This field here, I planted the corn at 2 inches because at the planting day, we had just got a little shot of rain, maybe a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch at the most, but it was enough to really settle that powder down. And when I dug in for seed depth on that opening pass, it was hot. That mud was very warm. So remember, don't judge this corn too much, but it's only been a week and a couple days. There we go. A week and a couple days, and it is already this big. That is absolutely funny. There was a majority. Usually a guy averages about that 12 to 14 days out of the ground to see spikes. Here, you're 8 to 9 days and you're to almost a V1 already. But yeah, it is fantastic. So I will get out here on this field, even though the corn is a lot smaller than the other corn. We're gonna get out here as quick as we can, spraying, with any luck, spraying tomorrow, and with any luck, by the end of the week, we will be out here side dressing some of this corn. Maybe this field might be a 3-pass side dress, just because it's little, but whatever. We'll get something out here right away. I'll talk to a few people and see what their advice is of maybe just putting a couple gallons of the early fertilizer in with the spray. Hopefully that wouldn't burn the little plant a whole lot, but that I'll ask those who have used liquid UAN before me what their opinion is. And so, but hey, it is, we're up and running, and the race is on this field. Super awesome. It's only the 3rd of June. We're doing good. Super happy. The weather is here. Moisture, we got good moisture now. We're only, you're always that one rainfall away of missing that one rainfall to be in a drought. But as of right now, as of today, everything's just looking on the positive. So yeah, guys, I will head on over to the cover crop field and let's take a look at that. So on the drive over here from West Rock to here, over here on this side of the interstate, it looks a lot less rain came yesterday. Cover crops are looking great. The alfalfa starting to come through. I'll spin the camera around. Yeah, there's some sprigs of alfalfa coming through. Cover crops looking good and thick. Hopefully by the end of the month, there should be massive growth out here. I think I'll spread some P and K out here. I know we're not removing anything from the field, but I still want to put some P and K out here so it can start to get mineralized and broke down and in the soil, so it's readily available, quote unquote, for future growth and use. But yeah, at the rate this is growing, by the end of the month, this will be very thick out here and be great with that alfalfa and little clovers coming up through. That'll be fantastic pasture for these cattle. But yeah, so it's looking good. Overall, it's a fantastic crop report for the week. So I will let you guys go. Thank you very much for watching.